don't give a crap about crunch. But in this world, you're gonna get tested. You're gonna get tested by family. You're gonna get tested by females, male relationships. No matter what, you gonna everybody gonna test you. Even your dog or your cat might test you. What I mean by test you, a person gonna test who you are all the time. They're gonna test your love. They're gonna test your loyalty. They're gonna test your honesty. They're gonna test who you are until the day you die. They're gonna test it. They're gonna always try to blame you for shit, accuse you for shit, talk about you behind your back. They're gonna test it and do all of that your whole life. So all I want to say is, in this world, you really can't trust nobody but yourself. Last and not least, your life is what you make it. Your relationship is what you make it. You want to be happy, you will be happy with or without somebody. You want to be loved, you will be loved with or without somebody. It's up to you of what you want out that relationship and what is real to you, what is real love to you, what is a relationship to you. You know what I mean? Because some people don't understand what is real love. Some people don't understand what is a real relationship. A relationship, you're not even committed to nobody until you get married to them or have a kid. And them commitments do not keep you with them. They either want to be with you or they don't. They either happy with you or they're not. But these are the tricky things about a relationship that you're gonna be blinded and it's gonna test their realness off top. Now to me, y'all ain't really committed or locked in until y'all move in together and y'all working on getting married and building on a marriage. A marriage kind of like make y'all lock in for life, but doesn't mean that that person will always be there. People break up and separate all the time. And just because you get a separation doesn't mean you single. Separation just means you separated. You live in two different homes. You know, you giving a break. A real breakup is when you sign them papers and you really do what you got to do to move on. And I feel like those of y'all that hold on to the relationship or hold on to the person until you find someone new, or hold on for other beneficial reasons, or hold on because you ain't got the little $500 to get the divorce. You should love yourself and your new partner enough to want to be divorced from them. You know what I mean? Y'all trying to carry on new relationships and making babies and considering these people out here. You could be with somebody for 20 years and they want to give it up. You know, they want to throw in the towel, regardless if you're the one doing wrong, regardless it's just them being bored, whatever the reason for the season is. And they throw it in on the towel. Then that person, or it could even be you, you can find someone new, and just because that person, you know, they treating you a little bit better, their sex a little bit better, their personality a little bit better, doesn't make it a little bit better than what you had. You ain't gonna know if you done made a mistake or a good choice until y'all done, I say, been together for about, I say 5 years, gross period, is a good amount of time to see who a person really is. You know, and even then, you still might not know. But by the time y'all reach the 5 year mark, y'all should know who each other really is. Now, that first year, first 2, 3 years, that just, that's just a snap of a finger type of thing. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't really locked in until y'all moved in together, paying them bills, and on side them bills, y'all didn't deal with good times, hard times, ups and downs, laid in the house with no PG&E. And I'm not saying that that's what y'all have to do is go through the struggle, but y'all have to go through some type of struggle and make it out of that struggle and go through those ins and outs of breaking up and making up, holding it together and being loyal for the long run and longevity. Boy, that's a real relationship. It's someone that's willing to be with you from the good times and the bad ones, the ups and the downs, regardless if you got the job, she got the job, no matter who the breadwinner is, as long as somebody taking care of the bills and y'all scratching each other back, and the communication is top key. No matter how wrong it is, you keeping it real with a person. And I would say that real love mark ain't gonna really feel like real love until y'all at least hit at least 2 years or a year together. You know what I mean? A year is soon, but it sounds better than somebody saying I love you and they only been 6 months or 4 months. And I'm not saying it can't be real love in 6 months or 4 months, but it's still like the puppy love stage. So I would say a year, it still be real love, but it's like very fresh to say if it's real or sincere or not. A person can still switch up. Like I had a person switch up on me, been with me for a long time. So uh, if 5 years ain't worth holding on to, if 7 years ain't worth holding on to, if 10 years ain't worth holding on to, then I'm not gonna get with somebody and just because I've been with them for 6 years, I mean 6 months or 3 months, and love them more than the person that I was with for a long time. Now, I understand you can get tired. I understand you can get bored, but that's why I say you make your relationship out to what you want it to be. You pick and choose who you decide to be with. You know what I mean? You pick and choose who you want to lock in with. You know what I mean? And you really don't know if you made a good choice. That's the reason why I said until at least about y'all being together. That's by the third year, y'all should know if y'all really fuck with each other or not. Tough. Because people they break up all the time within the first 2 to 3 years. By that third year, we either married, had some kids, something that's gonna make us more locked in. So then by that fourth year or fifth year, um, we should own a house by then. Is either we having kids or we married or something. Something that's gonna make it really, really locked in. Other than just laying up, shacking up, and hooching and hollering and arguing about this and that and the third. That's what I mean. You make your relationship out to what you want it to be. If you live in a certain hometown and your other mate got dreams and goals and you're not right there supporting their dreams and goals, that could end that shit. Like support, love, care, and just have the same dreams and goals and desires of what y'all want out of life. That's why it's good mm, to me, when you say you with me, that shit just a friendship. It's best to be friends than lovers. Y'all could like each other, y'all can move in together, y'all could still hunch, but nothing seems real until y'all move in together and y'all hunching, and then after that, y'all make it past that year, y'all make it past the 2 years, and y'all decide to get married or something. It do sound crazy to get married in 2 years, but people are falling in love with each other within 6 months. So you tell me who's crazy. I'll say I'll support a person that getting married in 2 years by versus someone um, getting married in 2 years and somebody that's uh, jumping in and out of one relationship to the next. I respect people who actually take time to get to know me than the people that just jumping in one relationship to the next. You know what I mean? And rushing things. There's nothing wrong with rushing certain things. You do need to know about a person before you lock it all the way in. Like, of course, you want to know if this person's gonna be good in bed. Of course, you want to know this, that, and the third. So it's good to test drive it. Especially if y'all grown. But peace.